Gemini 4. Gemini 4. The flight director says to get Ed back in the spacecraft, Jim.
I'm not coming in. This is fun.
All I can see is just one light. It's a bright flame.
Jim, it's great.
Get Ed back in, or you're getting him back in.
We can see pink flames coming up around our spacecraft.
Gemini 4.
Now it looks orange colored.
Gemini 4.
Now it's getting redder.
Gemini 4.
Now we see.
Must be some far-flung planet where you dwell. Must be some far-flung planet where you dwell. Must be some far-flung planet where you dwell. Must be some far-flung planet where you dwell.
Where was I? Oh, that's right, Garden Island. On the rocks. With the surge.
So Arch Rock has several stories. One I was led to believe as a child from someone who was teaching me about gullibility was that a whale had hit the rock so hard, escaping from whalers, that it smashed its way through the rock, leaving the hole you can now see. I think it's probably more likely to be a result of British Royal Navy action than that. Here, for example, is a photo of an artwork depicting Cape Row of the peninsula, painted in 1886 before the British Navy started using the pillars as target practice around the turn of the century. You can see from the other photo how much damage was done. This practice was stopped by the Second World War by local fishermen and bushwalkers wanting the spectacle of the pillars left alone. By this time, Arch Rock, previously just known as Long Rock, had been pierced by the cannon of HMS Blenheim in similar practice. Unfortunately, there are no original paintings of Arch Rock intact. There is only a few of the whole empty photos as well, as now 3 local homeless fishermen, after towing the cabin of a trawler by floats and dinghy and then wedging it into the hole, they now occupy the island. So the journey so far had been pretty pleasant, mainly because it was just me and nature and humanity free, and therefore it was just, working out where to camp and how to deal with weather. But as I got further around, and especially on this day where it was now getting towards dark, I was now coming back up into the stretch where there's a lot of houses on the waterfront and a lot of no camping signs. There's all through the Gordon, there was the Gordon campground. And so it was either no camping signs or pay for camping, or sort of clay cliff faces, and it was getting dark. And it started to get to the point where I was going over the top of rocks, and it started to get to the point where I wouldn't be able to see them anymore. And so I had to pull in somewhere. And I think this is roughly where I pulled in. So that was 57k so far. Probably a fair bit more actually from all the zigging and zagging. Last shot of the day was of the old cottage. So in the dark I did manage to come in here in high tide. Lucky there weren't any oysters or rocks in bad places. Everywhere that there was some sort of beach or place like this, there was always houses, and here there were houses quite close by. There was one there, one through the bush over there, and there was even a house up on top of the hill here. And everywhere that there was a beach or something like that, people had set up either chairs or tables, so it wasn't really inviting just to come in, and it was, they made it obviously their land. And unfortunately, because I use a hammock, I can't just camp on the beach, and besides the tide was right up. But I think I did pretty well considering. So this is where I was, and I felt kind of apologetic to the people up the hill, and there was also, people living quite close, just up over in this direction. Like in the middle of the night, I saw lights coming from over this way, but I guess I really didn't have a choice. I had to get off the water at that point. And I don't think they would ever know I was there, because I left no impact. Actually, that's not quite true. There was some impact. In the middle of the night, about 3 o'clock in the morning, probably due to my alleged snoring, a bird that even though I've lived in the area most of my life, a bird that I've never heard before squawked at me. So I awoke in shock to this strange noise and squawked back, and it was about 20 metres up in a tree above me. And when I squawked, it squawked consistently as it fled into the otherwise completely still, quiet night. So one of the options the night before was to actually just keep on going into the night, because I've got lights and stuff to keep on going into the night, and just head back for Kettering, finish the journey. This would have meant obviously a lot longer paddle. But I'm so glad I didn't. Because one thing I really didn't expect, I mean, there's marine farms marked on the way, but one thing I really didn't expect was this hideous water pipeline for the fish farms that's just totally unmarked. It goes at least 500 metres out into the water. Actually, once you consider how deep it needs to be for the ships to come in and get the fresh water, it has to be 600 metres long. This is right next to a mussel farm. So it's got sharp mussels all over it, and I just don't understand why it's floating on the surface. Now, why hasn't the council or mast or whoever's telling fish farms what to do, why isn't this thing at the bottom? Imagine coming along into that at night time, or in just rough weather, and you don't know it's there. Either swimming, kayaking, or jet skiing, let alone dolphins or other things that just smack you straight into it. And I don't understand how the fish farms get such real estate. This is literally a 600 metre unmarked barricade that could be easily fixed by being down at the bottom. So almost like a bear coming across a scratching tree. Here was this torn Genoa, which is the furthest I'd ever been away from base. And so I was back in the area and just an hour or so paddle away from home.